exclusive.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day. It's a new life for me, yeah.
In the jungle, dub that.
All right, that's enough. Listen to me now. The seven of us in this room may be the beginning of a new era, a new civilization. I knew this day would come.
Welcome to everybody listening to the show. Right about now you're in tune to Steve IPD from 10 till 12. Chart countdown at 10:15. A guy called Gerald at 10:30. We got the gig guide. Loads of drum and bass selection for all the junglists and all the junglists around the UK, Europe and a step beyond. One in the jungle, Radio 1, Rinse Out Selector. This one's by Indica's Rhythm. It's called Smooth Swing. The tune before you heard was the ADT. It's called New Dawn. Exclusive selection played on Radio 1. This is how it should be done, style identical to none.
The nation's first and only jungle show. One in the jungle.
That was the Indica's Rhythm, Smooth Swing on Splash Records, out on Monday.
Blaze! Blaze! Blaze!
Coming in, we've got the Charles Street, the bass level, massive old this one.
The original bad boy, original legend, the living legend, yes, 10:30 time will be right for the Guy Called Gerald, the original Gargan. Check it, One in the Jungle, 1FM, non-stop business with the Nubian Norms.
This one's by the Charles Street, the bass level. Up next, we got a classic by the Zero B. It's called The Lockup. Wait for it. After the classic, we got the top 10 countdown exclusively on Radio 1.
head round this. 500,000 pints of beer, plus 300,000 burgers and 50,000 toilet rolls over 250 acres, plus 300,000 watts divided by 7 stages, plus 27,000 people and 225 acts. To the power of David Bowie, The Prodigy, Björk, Massive Attack, The Sex Pistols, Cypress Hill, Goldie and Coolio equals one hell of a good time. The Phoenix Festival, July 1996 with Radio 1. Call the concert line for all info on 0891 110 100. 39p per minute, cheap rate 49p at all other times. It's gonna be live. It's gonna be on 97 to 99 FM. Radio 1.
The ambassadors of drum and bass. 97 to 99 FM. Radio 1. One in the jungle. Top 10 countdown.
Here we go with the official countdown, compiled each week from the sales of Black Market Records, Boogie Time Records, Eastern Bloc Records, and Replay Records. Down on 3, DJ Crush, Memories. On Full Cycle. Down on 5, number 9, Photech, UFO, on the Photech. Still holding number 8, Voyager and the Ed Rush. Check me out on the DJ. Here's our first Stormtrooper.
Number 7.
Those DJs that think you're the greatest, just stop, look and listen, cause you haven't heard the latest.
MA3, this DJ on Formation Records. MA3, this DJ, at number 7 on Formation Records. Down 5 to number 6, Busta Rhymes, Ya Ya. 1 up, number 5, Doc Scott versus Olive on RCA Records. And here's our next Stormtrooper.
Number 4.
Desired State, What Goes Around on Ram Records. state, what goes around on Ram at number 4. Still holding number 3, Storm from the East, into orbit, moving Shadow Records. And our next Stormtrooper,
Number 2.
Cybertron, featuring Dillinger, Threshold, Prototype.
1 in the jungle. Top 10 countdown.
That was the Cybertron featuring the Dillinger, Threshold, Prototype. And now we're gonna give you the whole countdown.
The official UK Jungle Countdown.
1 in the Jungle, official top 10 countdown, compiled each week from the sales of Black Market Records, Boogie Time Records, Eastern Bloc Records, Replay Records. Featuring each week in the Enemy. Down on 3, number 10, DJ Crust, Memory, Full Cycle. Down on 5, number 9, Photech, UFO on Photech. Still holding number 8, Voyager and the Ed Rush, Check Me Out on the DJ Records. Stormtrooper number 7, MA3, This DJ on Formation. Down 5 to 6, Busta Rhymes, Ya Ya. Pacemaker, 1 up, number 5, Dot Scott versus Olive, The Miracle on RCA. Stormtrooper number 4, Desired State, What Goes Around on Ram. Still holding number 3, Storm from the East, Into Orbit, Moving Shadow Records. You just heard Cybertron featuring Dillinger, Threshold, Prototype. And still at number 1, still holding DJ Die, Play It For Me on V Records.
1 in the Jungle. Top 10 countdown. Holding still. Number 1.
Yeah, big up in 5 minutes time, the one like a guy called Gerald, in tune, in time, on the roll, with the Nubian Norm Ski on 1FM.
holding at number 1. A massive big up to the DJ Die. Play it for me on the V Records.
1 in the jungle. Top 10 countdown.
The One in the Jungle Top 10 Countdown, compiled by Black Market Records, London,
Eastern Bloc, Manchester,
Boogie Times, Romford,
and Replay Records, Bristol.
This one's by Nicolette. It's called Beautiful Day on the Talking Loud Records.
To be yourself tonight.
Listen up, all massive. Get your pen out. The phone lines are opening.
On 0500 110 100.
The number is
0500 110 100.
The masses them, stand by for the Guy Called Gerald. Exclusive selection, roll it selector.
10 till 12 every Friday. The roughest beats first.
97 to 99 FM, Radio 1, Newsbeat.
The National Farmers Union's condemned government plans to double the number of cattle sent for slaughter. It says there's no scientific evidence the move is necessary. 50 abattoir owners are mounting a legal challenge to the slaughter programme, which is aimed at ending the Euro ban on British beef. A former soldier has been jailed for 7 years for blackmailing the supermarket chain Asda. 22-year-old Simon Hutt demanded £15,000 after contaminating food at the company's store in Nuneaton. Russia is expelling 4 British diplomats it's accused of spying. The government's responded by ordering 4 Russian embassy staff to leave London. Aston Villa have been fined £17,500 after blue asbestos, which can cause cancer, was found during demolition work at their ground. The club and the building company admitted breaking health and safety regulations. A New York man who weighs 70 stone needed more than doctors and nurses when he required hospital treatment. A group of builders were called in to remove part of the front of his house and lift him onto a forklift truck. Several hundred people turned out to watch. The 43-year-old suffers from heart and lung problems. Radio 1 Newsbeat, I'm Alistair Sanford.
Radio 1, more music.
Come through on the 1-2 is the one like a Guy Called Gerald here on 1FM, exclusive live and direct dub plate selection of the underground jungle movement. Watch the ride, watch the ride, watch the ride, watch the ride, watch the ride.
One in the jungle, hot mix. Exclusive.
that can be done about all of this.
One in the jungle, hot mix.
One in the jungle.
town. We're gonna give out some shouts and dedications.
Come through on the 1-2 is the one like a guy called Gerald here on 1FM exclusive live and direct dub plate selection of the underground jungle movement.
Big shout going out to Lee and Flo and welcome to all the massives all around London town. Big shout going out to Malcolm, Julie, and that's coming from the man like Gary. Big shout going out to the one like Spin Out, coming from Margate. Shout going out to the one like Halls and Ted. Deep in the market says Maximum. Respect going out to Barney and everyone from Pan's Hangar. Shout going out to Dale, Craig and Mike. Shout going out to the Fluff and the Bomb. Wants to say hi to Holly in East Plymouth. Big shout going out to all the Peterborough boys. Sending a big shout going out to the White Be Massive. Hold tight Chris in Sussex. Says listen up, hi Nina. Big up to Glenn and shout going out to Kristen. Big up to all the masses in Basildon. And that's coming from Paul and Kylie. Hold tight massive all around the UK, coming from the Hyper D.
Friday, big, bold, loud, rough. One in the jungle.
Yes, right about now, it's 5 to 11. You're listening to a guy called Gerald.
up, killer? Killer. I'm in the gang. What up, killer? Killer. I'm in the gang. What up, killer? I'm in the gang. What up, killer? I'm in the gang.
In the jungle. Hot mix.
Lucy, shout going out to the baby Lee Khan, coming from the man Carl Lee in King's Lynn. Big up to the crew, going out to Alex and Mickey in Belfast. Respect to the Gerard, coming from the Leo in Derry. Thanks for all your calls, all the mass of them phoning in. Maximum respect going out to the Luton Posse, going out to Maxine and Dave, Lisa and Eddie. A big up going out to the Kirk and the Andy and the Mark. Going out to all the massives at the firm in Liverpool. Says a wicked set, ready to explode, man. Big shout going out to the Shane in Cornwall. There's enough respect going out to the Dunn and the Dave in Brighton. Giving out a big up to the KTF crew in Port Slade from the Richard in Peace Heaven. Don't forget, phone lines are still open. 0500 110 100.
We'll be right back.
One show gives you the UK's new music first.
New indie.
New rock.
New dance.
New hip-hop.
New trip-hop.
New drum and bass.
Weekdays
7 till 9.
If we don't play it,
you don't need it.
The award-winning Evening Session.
Only on 97 to 99 FM.
Radio 1.
In the jungle, hot mix.
Hold tight to the Rabbi and all the masses in the penthouse suite in Southall, London. Giving a big shout going out to Tammy, coming from Jay in Barnbury. And they're chilling out to the wicked tunes set by the Gerard. Hold tight to Brana and the Barney and the Baggy in Cheltenham. And that's coming from the Spencer. Bigging up the Allen in Southport. Sends a big shout going out to Sam in Rochdale. A hi to the man like Daddy and the Don, Lynn and Bones. And that's coming from the DJ Oblige in Manchester. Hold tight Sean and Sharon in Wolverhampton. Once again, they say they're loving the tunes. Big up going out to the RHYS and the Andrew in Oxford. Hold tight all the massive up northeast. And that's coming from the LY Dan and the man like Brad and the Brown. Respect to all massive. See what Hyper says habla, saying easy.
come through on the 1-2. It's the one like a guy called Gerald here on 1FM, exclusive live and direct dub plate selection of the underground jungle movement. Watch the ride, watch the ride, watch the ride.
In the 44th man, 44th man.
Big shout going out to my mum, hold tight Zila, the Mystic Aura. Hold tight the 164 Stevendale Road, massive. And that's in London.
Blow your head clean off. You got to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?
All I got is the 44th man. All I got is the 44th man. With me, it's a home in a body bag. All I got is the 44th man.
jungle.
Exclusive. 97 to 99 FM. Radio 1. Newsbeat.
John Major's thin majority's under a new threat tonight after Conservatives in Reigate voted to oust their MP, Sir George Gardiner. He's hinted that if they go ahead, he'll quit immediately and spark a by-election. The National Farmers Union says the government's plans to slaughter an extra 40,000 cattle to try to end Europe's beef ban is wrong. The plan doubles the number of cows killed because they're thought to be at risk from BSE. Britain and Russia have ended their spying row by expelling 4 diplomats each. Moscow had threatened to kick out 9 Britons. After negotiations, this was reduced to 4. Britain's responded by sending home 4 Russians. 12 families of former nurse Beverly Allett's victims have been offered a total of about £500,000 in compensation. Lincolnshire Health Authority says the offer depends on them all accepting. Allett serving life for murdering 4 children and injuring 9 others. 4 Indians have climbed Mount Everest a week after 3 members of their expedition reached the summit but died in a blizzard on the way back. At least 5 people from other expeditions also died in the same blizzard last week. Radio 1 Newsbeat, I'm Alistair Sanford.
Radio 1. More music.
hardest steps on Radio 1.
This one's by the Origin Unknown. This one's called Valley of the Shadows. Remix 96 on the RAM. All massive, listen up. As we rinse our selection for the massive all around the UK.
31 seconds.
10 till 12 every Friday. The roughest beats first.
This one's on the Jazz Step EP. This track's called The Sorcerer. On the Jungle Jazz label. Listen up, all massive, cool, calm and easy. mix is dusted. This one's called Good Looking. Soon to be out on the 27th of May. All Massive, all crew. One in the jungle. Radio 1. You're listening to the Steve Hyper D. Right about now. Cool, calm and easy. Drum and bass selection. On the Radio 1. One in the jungle. Girls wine, jungle time, gotta feel good, gotta feel fine. Listen to the music in my rhyme, I've got lyrics to blow your mind. From back, sides, live, just gotta work your side to side. Where am I cruise, where am I ride? Where the sin, where the fat, where the black, where the white. Everybody in the place just nice, Steve I make you feel paradise. All up on the mic with a concrete vice. Lives like this, you want it twice. When we come nice, you know, listen up. All Massive as we break it down. Spreading the flavor. The lyrical style on the drum and bass jungle. And we fire just like this. Bigging up the man called Gerald. Wicked show. Easy in the studio. Big shout going out to the Black Market Records, Easy, and the Jungle Fever Records, Hold Tight. Zibbity doo dah, a zibbity doo day. Hey, my oh my, what a wonderful day. I got to say with no delay. Yo, hyper don't play on the stage, of course a rage. I lock a lion out of the cage. I calm me down with the sound of worth a millions a pound. Make you hot on the spot, right round the clock, cause you can't reach my caliber. Lyrical stamina, magical like a Excalibur. And that's how it goes as the pros. And if you don't know, you have to be number uno, dos, tres. You get what I mean? As we flex on the drum and bass neatly. Yes, yes. One in the jungle. Yes, yes. Next week, we got a wicked show for ya. We got Andy C in the mix. Oh my gosh. As we rinse our selection for all the masses around the UK. Bigging up the Gerard, wicked set. Habla, massive. This one's by Althea, Approxima. This one's called the 20th Century. Auto dub that. To all the junglists and junglettes listening in, Radio 1. One in the jungle. Dub that. Habla, massive. Hold tight the Dark Warrior in the studio. Dub plate.
The 20th century.
Oh my gosh, rumbling bass. In your face. Now listen, all massive around the UK and Europe and a step beyond. First me get warmer, then me get hot. When me get hot, me get boiling hot. Me love to chat on the jungle track. Original bad boy lyrical diplomat. Me a dapper, super, done, notch. Step up, life up, broke out and come cross. One of the jungle is ball, oh gosh. Tell us if you hype up on the mic, him can't stop, me can't stop. Let me tell you, me can't stop. Me chat so much, they call me living robot. When the jungle pay everybody, and I don't say my favorite rock. And when me come for the mic, I me chat and then me make your body shock. And me do it like this, do it like that. Today boom, shakalaka. Me no man a ramper, me no man a skin, me no man a skin, me no man a rap picker. Lyrics out me mouth, them like a missile out the tank. See if you hype up on the microphone, is worries in the cab. You forget up, stand up, and make your body skank. Me say booyaka, lie shot in all the camp. We the ramp. Drum and bass jungle, let me tell you, we the ramp. One in the jungle. Hey. Got a big shout. To all the masses that went to Canada with me, seen. Digging up the Nicky Black Market, the Swanee, the Darren J. Hold tight the MC Moose.
Son, what's the deal? You know the flavor, the Radio 1 rap show with me, Westwood, 12 midnight till 3 a.m. Yo, make sure you check it. You know the flavor, 97 to 99 FM, Radio 1.
It's the Red Alert Show with the Tim Westwood. Check it out.
To be a classic by the Future Assassins. This one's called Future Sound by the Suburban Bass, 1992 style, old school style.
Follow me, go round town. Girl picking in it. Follow me, go downtown. Follow me, go downtown. Follow me, go round town. Girl picking in it. Follow me, go downtown. Follow me, go downtown. Follow me, go round town. Girl picking in it. Follow me, go downtown. Follow me, go downtown. Follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me.
And now it's time for the gig guy.
Tick, 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 tick.
Tomorrow, Saturday the 18th of May, we got the Roughneck Ting, UWE, French A Compass Bristol, from 8 p.m. till 2 a.m, £8 to get in. DJs, Hype, Andy C, SS, DJ Daisy, Bungie, and the MC Jakes. We got the Club Labyrinth, 12 Dalston Lane, London EA, from 11 p.m. till 6 a.m, £10 to get in. DJs, Kenny Ken, DJ Brisk, Unity, and the MC Ruff. We got the Sound Clash Summer Ball, the Kent Manor, the Old Barn, Stocks Green Road, Hilden Borough, Kent. From 10 p.m. till 7 a.m, £12 to get in. DJs, LSD, Kenny Ken, Mickey Finn, Pache, Devious D, DJ Manic, myself, Steve IPD, rinsing out lyrics on 20 acres of Kent countryside. Info lines 0171 609 6599. Thursday, May the 23rd, Jungle Park, the Music Box, 9C Victoria Street, Edinburgh, from 10 p.m. till 3 a.m, £6 to get in. DJs, Ronnie Size, DJ Kid, KMC, Finney, and the MC Dynamite.
The home of drum and bass, 97 to 99 FM. Radio 1.
Yes, this one's by the Ronnie Size. This one's called Brute Force on the Full Cycle label. Soon to come out on May the 26th. Listen. Yes, only 5 minutes away from Westwood.
Yeah.
One in the jungle. Brute Force. Listen keenly. Hold tight to fantasy. All the masses that went to Canada with me, big up, scene. That's coming from the IPA. Hold tight to Tom Promotions, massive, easy. We do it 100% a jungle and nothing less. On the lies, that this is a special request. We do it 100% a jungle and nothing less. On the lies, that this is a special request. Cause it sounds fabulous and it sounds excellent. Jump, move your body well confident. One rebody in the place that's more permanent. My name is Steve Hyper and I talk intelligent. With the DJ and the Dexa player 100%. After set yourself, money well spent because ain't no stopping us now. I miss her each and every time. Drum and bass selection, absolutely fine.
I'm excited, man.
Live on Radio 1. Myself, Steve IPD, live and direct scene.
Understand the time. Understand the time.
Yes, yes. This one's by the Ed Solo, 125th Street, on the Emotive label. Check it out. The MC, easy. Up next, we got Tim Westwood, as usual, representing hip hop.
Understand